delighted that Sarah Mullally, the Bishop of London, has been nominated to be our next Archbishop of Canterbury. Sarah brings to this role a huge wealth of leadership skills, ability, wisdom and experience that will enable her to serve so well our Church of England and our whole Anglican communion. Sarah brings an impressive background. She was our country's chief nurse, and she's been the bishop of one of our largest and most complex dioceses. I've been privileged to work closely with Sarah in her role as lead bishop for health, where she shows great empathy, understanding, care of others, and a real expertise on her brief. And I know that she'll bring that to so many other areas of our life. Sarah's nomination also, of course, marks a truly significant and wonderful milestone for the Church of England. She will be our first woman Archbishop. This follows the decision of our Church of England to ordain women as priests back in 1992, and then the consecration of our first woman bishop in 2015. When I think back to 1992, I remember being on the steps of Church House, Westminster, with the chaplain to the college where I was studying at the time, Gisela, as we awaited the outcome of General Synod's vote. It was a moment when it was as if the words of the psalmist came true. When the Lord restored the fortunes of Zion, then were we like those who dreamed. Then was our mouth filled with laughter and our tongues with joy. When the vote announcing women's ordination was made, it was met with joy and jubilation and a wonderful sense of all that the future would hold. Now, more than 30 years later, we have our first woman Archbishop. And what a wonderful thing that is going to be for our life together, the future of our church and its service of our country and for the whole Anglican communion. So, please pray for Archbishop Sarah as she takes on this big role, this big responsibility. We're all going to be beside her, rooting for her and doing all we can to support her. But please pray for Sarah and her husband Eamon and her family as they move forward now. Huzzah for Sarah! It's just great that she's going to be our next Archbishop.